Hi folks, in this video we're going to look at the back side of Google Forms. We're going to be able to see how to send the forms out and also how to change some of the features of the form in the background. So if I click on these menus on top, again you can restrict it only to particular users. I'm going to take that off because I don't want that to be the case. And you can limit it to one response, so each person can only respond one time. It keeps track of who they are and it allows you to restrict them. And you can let them go back and edit their responses after they've taken the survey. So they can go back in to change what they've written, but they wouldn't be allowed to start completely over and have a new entry. And see summary chart and text responses. So if I want them to be able to see a summary, then and put it in the, even if it's a text response, I'll check this off. I don't find that helpful, and so I'm not going to leave that checked. I can also collect email addresses if I choose to, and that's a nice thing to do if you're trying to really keep track of who's taking your survey. And response receipts, this allows you to send a response back if they want to, or you can say always, and it's always going to send them an email, thanks for filling out my survey. Again, I'm not going to do that either. I'm also not going to collect the email addresses. So I'll click Save on that. And whoops. The next thing I can do is go to these three little dots, and I'm going to add collaborators. Under Add Collaborators, if you look at the top, this is the link to your form. So you can copy that, Command-C on a Mac, or Alt-C or Control-C on a PC. You're going to copy this link up on top. And I paste that into hyperlinking onto my website so that when I have students or people who are trying to take a survey, they just go there, click on the link, and it automatically takes them to a spot where they can do it. If I want to add collaborators, I can do that here. I just go down, add their email address right here, and it's going to notify them because it's checked saying, hey, this has been shared with you. I can send a copy to myself just so I make sure they got the email if I wanted to. I can also change it so that they can edit or they can just view it, or they can make suggestions but they can't actually change anything themselves. So that's nice to be able to change those things. Prevent editors from changing access and adding new people. I like that feature. I think as the owner, if you are really the owner of the form, oftentimes you might want to prevent other people that you're sharing the form with from adding people or changing things. And that kind of funnels it through you, so you are making those decisions. If it's a group effort and that doesn't matter, you can always uncheck that box. I'm going to save the changes here because you've seen what it is I wanted you to see. Again, I just hyperlink or email that link that we copied, and I send it to the people that I want it to go to, and that's it. When you're done, you're going to see that people are going to take this form, submit. Oh, I have to choose a color because it's required. Submit, and I now have responded. And so if I want to, I can edit my response here. Whoops, I changed my mind. I actually like blue, just like Monty Python. And we've changed it, and now my response is updated. I could keep going back and forth and editing those, but really I don't want to. Now that that's done, I'm going to see if it's created a result right here. So here is my form. It's saved in my Google Drive. If I'm in my form, I can look at the responses. I click on responses, and there they are. So I can look at it individually, but I'm the only one who responded. 100% of the people liked blue, oddly enough, which is a red dot. That's just how it worked out. I'm still accepting responses, but I can turn this form off if I want to. Let's say it's an annual form. I can turn it back on later. I can download these or print all responses, but if I download it, it downloads it as a CSV file so I can work with that data a little bit. I can also get email notifications if people are responding. I don't do that because if you have a lot of people responding, you're going to get a lot of emails. And right here, this is going to send your results to you in the form of a spreadsheet. So you can keep it as a in a Google Sheets format, and that way you can see all of the answers. You can sort and filter those answers. So this is a convenient way to see it. This gives you an opportunity to drill down into the details a little bit further. Hope that helps.